Hello, good morning. Welcome to Echoes of Light, Chapter 2, Verse 2. My name is Shane. I am an owner and the founder of Tabletop Beard. This is Echoes of Light, a Sunday morning casual stream. We're playing through all the Final Fantasies right now. Well, 1 through 10. Right now we're on Final Fantasy 2. Let's get into it. I hope you guys have had a good week so far. Last time we played, we got through. Let me do this. Anyway, last time we did this, we got through Semitt Falls. We beat the mini-boss of the turtle, and we also beat the sergeant, who I very clearly need to buy ethers for future battles. I learned that from him. We've had some pretty crazy weather here in Washington State. A lot of wind. It was like 65 twice this week. Usually we've seen snow by now, or at least close to zero. A ton of rain so far this fall, and because of that, there's a lot of areas in Washington State that are flooding right now. A lot of damage that's been done. We drove to a neighboring city yesterday to do some Christmas shopping, and we could see the river from the freeway, and it was pretty crazy looking. You could see there's like an RV park in one of the towns along the way, and the water had just been spilling over the roadway into there. Okay, sorry about that. During one of the windstorms, oh geez, gosh, my frame rates are terrible right now. I am not sure what's going on. During the windstorm, my receiver got blown down, and we lost internet for the day. I am just dropping frames like crazy. What can I do here? Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, well, it seems to be stabilizing. Fingers crossed that was just a weird anomaly. I need to find some ethers here. There we go. Oof, I only have 6,000 gil. I'll buy 2 for now. Need to make sure I got enough gil to go stay at the inn as well. Need to go find Joseph, I believe. Alright, gotta go back to Altair. I forgot that I got that teleport tome in the dungeon. This week's coffee is from Many Worlds Tavern again. It's called Looking Glass. It's kind of an Alice in Wonderland play. It's got, it's as bizarre as banana beer, with notes of cherry, blackberry, and basil. The coffee was processed at Gakaneke Station, where the thin, hollow stems of its titular plant are often used to drink locally brewed banana beer. It's weird. It's definitely weird. It's got a very earthy, very woody flavor to it. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. It's definitely interesting. It's also a light roast coffee, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I could drink this. It's definitely like an acquired taste, but it's not the worst thing I've ever had. Oh yeah, these frames. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do to adjust this. I will just apologize now for the quality of the stream being not as good as the rest, because it's been working fine everywhere else since I got the receiver back up. So I'm not sure what the heck is going on here. Okay, I need to go to Altair. Nope, not Gantria. I think Altair is south from here. Forgot I have a canoe. I can cross the river now. This one? No, I think it's up a little bit. Nope, it is this one. Take it to Tobu, the town blacksmith. I woke up feeling all gunked up in my sinuses today. My kids were sick for a while. I'm hoping that that's not happening to me, but it probably is. Lots of mithril available now. I think I have a mithril bow already. See, I've got enough for 3 items. I can get 3 mithril swords. Oops. Oops. It's not the button I meant to push. All right. I think I can go this way, actually. Really like the aesthetic to this game. I like the hats and the capes and the colors. The colors, like the palette, is really nice. Bask. Don't quite remember where Bask was. Let me take a peek. I got a map pulled up here. Okay, I need to go back to Poft. See how much damage I do with all my new mithril weapons. Wow, that was so much faster than I went the first time. Again, I apologize for the dropped frames during this stream. I will get that completely figured out once later today. I gotta reassess what's going on with my receiver. I like the blue aesthetic of the mithril. It looks really cool. Oh dang. like I'm watching the stream on my phone as well. I can see the frame rates dropping, and that is just embarrassing. I swear it's the wind's fault. I thought I got it fixed. Don't tell me what to do. Alright, let's see what spells we can get here. Fear, Basuna. Alright, secret mission in the sewers. I'm gonna look around the town a little bit more first. Alright, we gotta love, gearing everybody up a little better. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Oh, jeez, and I did it again. Jeez, this is so painful, I'm sorry. Ugh. Alright, it looks like it's... Nope, it's going down again. It's so weird, I don't know what's going on because my phone's internet is fine. Gosh, this is incredibly painful. Okay, I have disconnected and reconnected to my internet. We'll see if that does anything better. Can't get any worse. I sincerely apologize for this. Thanks for sticking around though, whoever's in here. I appreciate you guys dealing with this. That's nice that they all four missed. Oops, I need that chest. The music down here is pretty epic, especially for being a sewer. I'm going to guess that's not as good as my mithril sword. No, it's not. Higher level up for Firion. Apparently I don't have to lead in with magic anymore on these guys. I should probably start curing some with Maria just to get that skill up some more. I just got the Thrifty Spender achievement for obtaining 10,000 gil so far. I really like being able to have a bow and arrow in this game. I didn't even think about it in the first one, not having that ability. It makes it really cool. I just want to test something. That was cool. I can heal zombies for damage. My family and I started a tradition last year, and we did that this year. So we have a 10-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son, and so we go to the mall, and we split up into pairs, and then my wife and I have a budget to spend on each other, and then we give the kids a smaller budget to spend on each other as well. So we split into pairs and then buy gifts for each other at the mall, and we eat at the food court and just kind of make a day of it. Kids love it. It's a lot of fun, and they enjoy being able to shop around and pick stuff out for each other. And it's funny because last year they essentially picked out the same things. Just one of them, they both got each other a book and a stuffed animal. And then this year they didn't do exactly the same thing, but they did do some similar stuff. It's funny. My kids are like best friends. They are incredibly bored without each other. They just hang out all the time. They have a very good dynamic. It's fun to see. Oof. Swing and a miss. I should probably put a dagger in mid-moves. No, I think a staff is a two-handed weapon. Never mind. Doesn't matter anyway. We've been having a lot of fun playing these games. I've never played this one before, and I definitely am liking it more than the first one so far. I don't know if it's just because there's more story, or I like the character art better too. And I do like the ability to just give everybody whatever weapon and teach everybody whatever spell and just let them get better at it. Kind of a choose your own team type thing. Alright, a dark night. That thing's pretty epic. No. Jeez. That's brutal. Ay, ay, ay. Pass. Nice, I don't have to walk back. I guess I have a teleport spell anyway. Dang. That was crazy seeing the Dreadnought just destroy those cities. Ambushed by goblins. Oh, jeez. At least all the shops I need are still standing. Oops, I did not mean to leave here. Pretty crazy, though. The war that's going on in this game is pretty intense. Alright, let's get to sailing. Wasn't this one that was... Oh, it did get destroyed too. Oof. Killed his daughter. I like seeing those zeros. Everywhere has been destroyed. Bye, Minwoo. I should probably talk to the king, if I can. Alright, I'm not sure where I have to go next. Alright, back to Poft to speak with Sid. Oops. Excuse me. This is Palum, or Palum. Oops. I need to talk to that guy first. Gosh, this game kind of makes me sad. It's very gripping. Sunfire. I need to travel west. Let's see. Let me see what cities are west. Hey, if you guys are just hopping in here, thanks for joining. You did miss all the fun earlier when I was struggling with dropping frames. That was very embarrassing. Salmon, off, fast. Caution. Finn. Let's go to Finn. That looks new and exciting. No, that's where it came from, actually. If I remember correctly. Well, let's go give it a shot. No. That's too much kill. I look at my map here? No. Oh, wait. Location world map. Okay. Alright, I'll pay for the airship. Actually, I feel like this is probably just as good as any spot to take a quick break. So refill your coffee, get some water, sit tight. I'll be back in like 5, maybe 7 minutes, and we'll come back and play some more.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by 3 brothers that have combined 2 great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey.
For those who require a scent from twisted shadows, so dark and rich with evening cologne and a splash of bourbon, then you deserve the stealth and precision of Rogue from Tabletop Beard. Save 20% on beard care today.
Field of battle, There are no rules. But having the beard of a barbarian usually helps. So can moisturize your raging mane in the blood, orange and bergamot of your enemies, and watch as they cower in awe of your might.
Dude, what the?
The matching beard butter is also great for holding your hair in place as you grind bones to dust with your axe. Unleash your inner TTRPG character and finish the fight with Tabletop Beard today.
Take all of the magic from your favorite tabletop games and put it in your beard. What do I mean by that? Allow me to introduce you guys to Tabletop Beard, which is a beard product company making some of the greatest beard products on the entire planet, from beard oil, balm, butter, wash, conditioner. And what this is gonna do is help you get rid of things like the dreaded beard itch. It's gonna make your beard softer, smell better, look better, feel better, all while getting all of your favorite aspects of tabletop games put into their brand. And above all with this, who doesn't love stickers to go with it? If I can make a personal recommendation, my favorite would be the all-natural Winter Solstice. Give it a shot today, you guys. I promise you, your beard will thank you.
All right, we're back. Thanks for sitting tight. All of you who have joined the stream, I hope you guys have had a great week, and I hope that you're having a good Sunday so far. I know it's early, but that's why we like to do this, get the day off right and have a nice relaxing morning, and you're ready for the rest of the day. It wasn't so relaxing this morning, but it is now. I think Leg Eater is still the funniest name I've heard for a monster so far. I mean, the other one, the green ones are called Vampire Thorns, and that sounds menacing at least. Leg Eater does sound menacing, but it doesn't really live up to the name. Hashun Keep. I believe that's on the east. But I need to go talk to the king first. Excuse me. The goddess bell. Oops. Let me just walk around the chair real quick. Oh, Gordon, we're here. Joseph knows the snow queens like the... Alright, back to Salamand. Oh, jeez. Hey, good morning, Mac Raven. How are you doing? You missed this morning, Mac Raven. The first 20 minutes of the stream, we were just dropping frames like crazy, and it was like bogging down, and then it would catch up, and I ended up having to just disconnect my internet and then reconnect it. It wasn't stressful at all, I promise. Oh, jeez. I like barely got it, and then my kids got really sick, and then I was mentioned earlier, I woke up this morning with like really jacked up sinuses, and my throat's a little sore, which going into the busiest week of the year at my day job is going to be really fun if I'm feeling crappy, which is exactly what happened last year. I mean, it makes sense. The build up to it is exhausting, and then I get there and it's just, it is what it is. Thanks, I appreciate that. Party member. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, Joseph. You a monk, Joseph? What are you? He is. That's cool. It looks like my frames are lowering again. No, don't do that. Hopefully it was just a small bomb or small drop and it'll keep back up. It looks like it's back up. Oops, I did not mean to defend. Alright, let's go find the snowcraft. Is it just a fancy word for a snowmobile? Whoa. Joseph, I didn't know you were so cool, man. Snowcraft. Now let's see if we can figure out how to use it. Maybe it's like the canoe where I just can walk on the snow now. Plus he's bald. Maybe he's just One Punch Man. The origin of One Punch Man. Whoa, it's like a sailboat. Whoa. Cool, it's just gliding along. Four hits, that's pretty good. The snowy battle maps are pretty sweet too. They look really cool. No pun intended. There's that freaking airship. I can't wait to see what that's about. So many snowmen. Snowman. That's not a snowman, that's a snow monster. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to step out. I'm gonna do this real quick though. This map's cool looking. I like the twinkling frost. Dead head. Since it says dead, I'm gonna assume I can cure it to death. Oh, it's so cool. Probably unnecessary, but I liked it. Shadow. That shadow is cool looking. Yep. That's very true. I did prove a point by healing it to death. funny. I was watching a 10 Final Fantasy bosses you can kill in under 10 seconds video, and one of them in Final Fantasy 8, you can just throw a phoenix down at it and it just one hit kills it. It's like it's some kind of undead monster. Yeah, you just throw a phoenix down and it'll die. It's pretty funny. Alright, Guild definitely seems a little harder to come by in this game than in the first one. And I don't know if it's just because it's early game. But definitely stockpiling as much as I can. Especially with ethers costing 1,000. When I took my break, I opened my curtain back here, and one of the screws fell out, and I looked up, and like 3 or 4 of the screws from the track are just not even in it. So I put anchors in, but they didn't work very well, so I'm gonna have to fix that before it just falls. Well, let's go in the door before we use the stairs. And one of those things gave me 150 gil. How's everybody's health? Everybody else looks alright. Nothing. Oof, self-destruct 3, I bet that'll hurt. Or maybe it won't. Yeah, that did hurt a little bit. Gotta love punching zombies to death. That's pretty cool. contained Antarctic wind. A stone that summons a magical storm. That sounds cool. I wonder. What if I switch hands here because his left hand is higher? Will he do more damage? Okay, it's not the hand, it's the shield that's higher. That's fine. Ugh, I gotta go check and see what's over on the other side. Just in case this is the way to go. Way to go, guy. Going down deeper into the dungeon. Maybe this is the way to go. I don't know, man. I hate that. Alright, give me like 30 seconds. I gotta go do something real quick. Sorry about that. You know what? I feel like this is the way to go. I'm gonna go back the other way to go to that room real quick. I'm gonna switch my sword back over to the right hand with Firion. It doesn't seem to be doing as much damage. Before I started playing this, I did read up a little bit about the game, and one of the things that was mentioned a few times was that the dungeons are a lot more maze-like than the first game. And I'm definitely seeing that. It's fun, but it gives me a touch of anxiety because I want to explore everything and I don't want to miss anything. Battle axe. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's correct. The dead ends aren't so immediate. You gotta find the dead ends. So far, this one's got some chests in it, and it looks like it is a dead end, so I'm glad I doubled back and came this way. Monsters! I should probably heal Firion. Alright. Collected treasure from 10% of the chests. Nope, doesn't do as much damage. Accuracy's a little higher. It doesn't interfere with magic as much. How much fuel do I have now? Alright, I'm starting to pile some up. Again, thank you to all of you who are hanging out here right now. I appreciate you spending your morning here. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like if you're enjoying the stream. It helps a ton for growing the channel and gets the stream out to more people as well. And if you want more content, I do a couple shorts every week typically from the stream that I play on Sunday. I drop a couple shorts throughout the week, so if you like that kind of content, I'm very active on this channel. It's same time every Sunday for these lives. We're going to be playing this all the way through Final Fantasy X. And then probably beyond, honestly. I don't know what I'm going to play after Final Fantasy. I don't want to plan too far in advance. I've got like a year's worth of streaming I can do with just Final Fantasy 1 through 10. But games like Illusion of Gaia, Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, Chrono Trigger, even Kingdom Hearts would be fun too. But I'm really enjoying the classic JRPG. I also talk about coffee every week. I talked about it pretty early on the stream. I tried to drip, but I was dropping a lot of frames at that point. So this week's coffee is called Looking Glass. It's from Many Worlds Tavern. They don't sponsor this or anything. I'm just trying coffee from different companies and doing a brief talking point about it. It's very weird. It's kind of an Alice in Wonderland take. It's very earthy and got kind of like wood notes. It sounds weird, but if you imagine like a soft, wet stick in the forest, that's kind of what it reminds me of. But saying that, it's not the worst thing. It's a light roast. It's not what I would typically go for, but it's definitely not awful. The first few drinks, I was just like, what the heck? But then once you drink it a little bit, you get acquired or get accustomed to it, and you can see that it's got some citrusy notes and a little bit of like berry notes, but yeah, definitely a weird one. Alright, Blizzard, I can teach that to somebody else as well. Yeah, Super Mario RPG, that'd be a good one to play as well. I've never beaten that one. I've played a bit of it. I have the remake and I've started it, but yeah, I haven't played very much. I just downloaded, what is it, Expedition 33 last night. I barely started it, but it was on sale on Steam, so I picked that up, and obviously it was just one game of the year, so it's gotta be fun, right? And it's this turn-based style combat, so I'm excited to play that. Claire Obscura, I think it's called. I have not kept up on games much the past few years. I still have like my PS4 and my Xbox One, but I did pick up a Steam Deck when they came out, and that's what I play most of my games on. And obviously my computer for this. Alright, Mythical Spear. I know it's not going to do as much damage, but I want to see what the stats are compared to. Okay, so the accuracy goes up and the magical interference goes down. And I kind of like the spear aesthetic, so I'm gonna equip it for him. I do like that aesthetic for him with his shield. teach Blizzard to, oops, to Maria real quick. I should probably use Blizzard on these guys just to get that level up. A lot of missing. I haven't used any ethers yet. I wonder, it just says small, because of the way the spells work in this one versus one, I wonder how many MP, it just says restores a small amount of MP. I'm curious to see just how much MP. But I don't want to waste one either. Those things are expensive. Dang. Dang. Recently started, excuse me, recently started watching Rick and Morty again. I think I've only ever watched the first 2 seasons. So I just started at season 1 and I'm going through that. Forgot how good of a show that is. What do we have here? Giant beavers. And then my wife and I have been watching Lower Decks. That's also a really funny show. Guy Speak Beaver. Bell and Wall. Alright, that's the only thing I can ask him about. Alright, now that I know that's where that's at, I'm gonna go explore the rest of this room real quick. go up here and see what's up here. It's a chest. Excuse me. That's what I need. Glad I came back. Nothing. Let's see what's down here real quick and then we'll go fight the boss. Jeez, 256. I gotta punch so hard, Joseph. You're making Firion with this spear look like a weakling. He's over there in like a poncho and jeans. Firion's all decked out in armor. Beware of the poncho. He's got a pretty sweet mustache too. Speaking of, don't forget you can use code ECHOES20 for 20% off all of our beard care products on tabletopbeard.com. I just got a bunch of our body wash labels in Friday. And we'll be getting more of them in as well shortly, but we'll be launching that body wash soon. Maria's got to show everyone how cool she is with her sunglasses on. Ancient sword, that sounds cool. Alright, maybe the spear won't last very long. No, it won't. Although I could give the ancient sword to Guy. Just keep working spears up on Firion. I think I'm gonna do that. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's go find the goddess bell. It's being protected by monsters. Or a monster, anyway. I get a lot of gil for some of those enemies. That door over there looks important. Gotta get my spear skill up. Those dead heads remind me of the flaming skulls from Ocarina of Time. Things that are easy to kill but hard to hit. Dang, we got another turtle. I'm assuming I will not be able to use physical attacks very effectively. Probably get the chest first, huh? But we're curious. I think I have one for Firion already. Yep, let's put the other one on. Let's get just a copper curious. Stay on your toes. I wonder if I can hit it. Let me try hitting it. Let's use protect. Okay, Joseph can hit it. can punch it. Right in the soft turtle flesh. Does Blizzard do any more damage? Yeah, Joseph can do a lot of damage to it. Alright. Thanks for punching him to death, Joseph. Got my shield leveled up. It's always good stuff. Alright. Alright, I got the goddess bell. Well, that was cool. Well, I gotta see what's down here. Yeah, Joseph did carry. Fortunately, I had my magic skills a little bit better with these Firion and Guy, but definitely not as good. Okay, this is like right where I was in the entrance. Okay, I've been here already, so I guess I should probably go the other way. Alright, I would just use my teleport spell to get the hell out of here. I mean, get out of here. Sorry. Okay, I do remember that. I think that's the entrance right there, no? Oh yeah, because that's the door. Okay. Alright, I do remember seeing that door. Is he just standing there with these guys behind him, waiting to attack me? I'm still a soldier. All right. Whoa. It's kind of a big dude. Okay. Yeah. That was not nearly as epic as I was expecting it to be. Especially after he healed. Okay, well, if he said hell, I can say hell, so I'm glad. I'm glad someone else said it. Oh no, it's Indiana Jones. Did Joseph just take a bullet for us? Dang. You just punched the boulder a few times. You're strong. Dang. Well, that sucked. I like Joseph. Alright, I think on that note, we will go ahead and end here. I would like to thank all of you for coming and hanging out this morning. I appreciate you taking your time to be here. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this, and again, if it's not too much trouble, and if you haven't done it already, please like this stream. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'm putting out content all the time, and definitely plan on continuing this for a while through more Final Fantasy games. So if you like that kind of stuff, come hang out next Sunday. Be back 5 a.m. I will check on my internet before then to make sure that we're good to go, but I feel like after I reconnected to it, it was fine. So anyways, thanks again. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Get some rest, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.